Hi, I'm Aiden,
I'm Sean.
and this is Podcast Minute Talk Show. So, if you're aware of our series on YouTube and Instagram and whatnot, this is the podcast version. On the internet, we do an entire talk show in less than a minute. It's called 1 Minute Talk Show. So here we do an entire talk show in less than a podcast.
Don't time it though.
Yeah. If you're wondering why, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're wondering why it's stills and images, that's because, the show's only a minute long, so our camera can only record for a minute. So we have to talk really fast and then slow it down.
Yeah.
So these are just the frames that you're seeing of it.
The video is just so slow.
That it sounds normal, but if you're watching on YouTube, you're seeing individual frames. Anyway, I'm Aiden. I am the co-host of 1 Minute Talk Show, along with my good pal Sean.
I'm Sean. I'm a good pal. We've been friends for a long time.
If you're wondering, yeah, we started 1 Minute Talk Show in 2017, December.
Of the human calendar.
Of the human calendar. We were juniors in high school.
Yes.
And now we're freshmen in college.
Now we're men.
Yeah, back then, fun fact, I had to shave every 2 or 3 months. Now I have to shave every 2 or 3 days. I can't grow a beard, but I have to shave the same weird patchy spots.
Well, you could shave anytime you ever wanted. It's just whether or not it actually does anything.
The necessity is what's new, basically.
Results. That's all we care about here at 1 Minute Talk Show is results.
So, right now, I think this is probably going to come out pretty soon, but in case you're wondering exactly when this time is, we're not going to say the date, but actually I'm sure this is still going on. We're under lockdown, quarantine,
yes,
all the lux. We're in New Jersey. That's where we're recording this. We filmed the show normally in New York.
All the way in
Manhattan,
yeah.
But we left because it's so bad in New York, but it's also really bad in New Jersey, so the entire state is basically shut down right now.
Yeah, the American people really did a bad job. They did something they shouldn't have done, and now we're being punished for it.
So basically,
oh, it's so gross.
Right,
no one enjoys.
I'm not gonna eat my ramen anymore. It sucks, a whole bowl of ramen.
Yeah, but
we got kicked out of our college, so now we're back home at our parents' house.
Sorry, correction. We got kicked out of the college because they kicked everybody out.
Oh yeah, no, for the Corona thing.
Yeah,
sorry,
no, not because of anything else. We did.
No, not because
no.
Us 40 water balloons filled with pee in the girls' locker room. That's ridiculous.
That's an equation that's missing a few variables.
But the guys that did that were clearly too smart because they never got caught for that.
The X and Y that did that are
really
probably
clever,
greater than or
handsome,
equal to you.
Yeah, really handsome. But it could be anybody. I mean, you'd have to be a real mastermind to pull off a stunt like that.
Yeah, and you'd have to be a real jackass to get us caught.
Yeah, but anyway, so we had to move home right now. We were roommates. We were at college up in North Jersey, right outside of New York. We record the show in Manhattan, but now we're back in South Jersey, which is right outside of Philly, but not as close as we were to New York.
Yeah.
And it sucks because there's nothing to do but sit in our childhood bedrooms and get nagged by our parents and not go anywhere because the state of New Jersey is closed. All pretty much stores are closed.
Yeah.
There's a curfew. We're not allowed to be out past 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I know not every state is like that, but New Jersey has it really bad, and it sucks.
So I'm over at Aiden's house, and, I got to stay the night because I can't go home. But I guess, it's fine. Childhood bedrooms, wearing our childhood clothes, catching up on old times.
Yeah, I had to pull out my clothes from elementary school. They don't fit, but I just figured it'd be more comfortable. From when I was 6, but I just figured it'd be more easier to sleep in my old bed if I was wearing my old clothes. Sorry, I'm trying to
he's
trying to lighten the mood by making a joke, but
all while pulling away from the microphone so he can slurp up some slosh.
No, I stopped doing that. That was the old me.
Of course, of course.
So me and Sean, we in talk shows, you talk about what's happening in the world, talk about the news. That's what we do. There's not much to talk about because the entire world is only talking about one thing.
Yes, the news has broke.
It's only the coronavirus and things related to the coronavirus. But I did my best, and I think Sean did his best to find some stuff worth talking about, and we're going to take turns switching over different things that are happening.
All right, yeah.
And adding our 2 cents. So I'm going to go first.
Well, before, eventually, after a little bit, we're going to be having some special guests on.
Oh, and then we're also going to have special guests. We're going to have the governor of New York State, Andrew Cuomo.
Yep. Cuomo will be in the building.
And then we are also going to be having a minor league baseball player.
Yes.
From Cincinnati.
So stay tuned for those very important interviews.
And let's begin what's happening in the news. I'll go first.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, Sean, when we went over news things, I actually didn't find this just now, but I heard about it earlier. Well, I read an article about it earlier. And music streaming is actually hella down because of all this stuff.
What, people are not commuting? And
yeah, I didn't realize it at first. I thought music streaming would like go up, but then I realized that I guess it wouldn't.
I guess I really mainly listen to music in the car anyway, so.
But
that makes sense.
Classical music streaming has gone up.
Okay.
And children's music streaming has gone up.
Obviously, a lot of people are trying to solve a virus.
What?
What, classical music? You put it on, you get your brain working a little bit better. Trying to figure out what the heck is this virus made of? What the heck do we got to do to stop it?
Classical music has gone up solely from scientists.
Oh, yeah, that and your average mom and concerned mom.
Does does your mom working to solve the coronavirus?
Yeah, she most definitely is.
Mine is just working on like waiting. I think just waiting in the kitchen until I come out of my room and then just like thinking of a million things to talk about.
Well, it's because she loves you.
Yeah, I know. But it's like her new thing. Like, well, it's like a weird thing. It's like a mom thing. Like she doesn't have anything like to talk about enough to where she'll like come into my room and bring it up or text me about it. But it's like the moment I step out of my door, like her brain's, I think just like she doesn't even realize she does it, just like turns on this like background feature of like, what do I need to say to Aiden right now and ask him to do and ask him a million things, like to the point where I think I've like unconsciously started to think of as many ways as I could to not leave my room. Yeah, because I just because I know that like it's like I go through this debate of like, is it going to be worth it to go out and refill my water jug? Because it's not going to take 30 seconds. It'll probably take 2 minutes.
Everybody goes through that phase.
No, I mean...
A big bucket under the bed in case you need to go potty. I mean...
What?
Oh, what? Are you displeased?
No, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, your mom loves you, and you shouldn't get upset that she loves you.
I'm not upset. It's just like it's like a thing I accept. It's like, yeah, this is what like having a mom is like. But it's like something I forgot. Like I was so used to it, I didn't, I guess, notice.
Yeah, I guess it's an instinctual urge to, you know how like animals, like big mama birds or mama dogs, like lick their babies or whatever.
Yeah.
Clean them off.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's a verbal version of that. She's making sure you're you know. I love moms, so I can't really.
Really?
Yeah, I love all parents. You know, as you can see, I grew up in a really good home, so.
You're really sucking up right now, dude.
It's not.
No one really.
See, that's the funny thing is that you're gonna become a parent yourself. And you're going to spend all these years wondering why, when you're 18, you're just such a dipshit.
Do you want to have kids?
Me?
Yeah.
This is a bit sudden of you to ask.
Just made me think. I've been thinking about this the last few days.
What, you and I?
No. I didn't mean you and I have kids together. I just meant a general statement of like, do you want to have kids someday?
Yeah. Do you want to have kids someday? That's exactly what you say to your significant other when you're asking if they want to have kids.
No, like more like, do you want to have kids with some girl in 10 years.
All right, that is still an offer. That sounds like
unrelated to me, without me involved.
There we go. Thank you.
Is that really how you should phrase questions like that?
Well,
Is that the most
you
common way to phrase that?
You have no idea how many verbal contracts you enter in a day.
Okay. How many have I? What else have I agreed to that I don't think I'm probably not aware of?
Honestly, I can't. Your number is probably exponentially greater than mine because you weren't even aware that you were proposing a verbal contract to me earlier. So
every time I asked you whether you would want to get married someday, I've got a ton of weddings to plan. Yeah, assuming you say yes to those.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to have 7 weddings with me.
So.
Kids.
Answer the question. Yeah. Do you want to have kids someday?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I don't know. Because sometimes you think like, oh, do I really want something? Or has it just been ingrained in my head since childhood? Right. So like.
Here's where I get to is like, I don't want to have kids, but I also don't want to be 50 and not have kids.
I guess, yeah. If you're half a century in and you kind of don't have like things to look after, then
I think what I've come to the realization of like, I don't want to like, in my mind right now at 18 years old, I don't like, or I'm 19, sorry. I don't like to picture, like I can't picture myself being 29 and being like, I want to fucking change diapers or some shit. Like I want to take my kid to fucking daycare, you know? Like I don't want that now, but I've accepted the fact that like when I'm in my early to mid 30s, I probably will want it. But as far as like, I'm just asking like in the right now, never have I really thought like, oh, I genuinely want kids. This is where I'm getting to.
Okay.
Except, have you seen those videos? They just made a new one. That's what I'm thinking about it. Fuck, I can't remember his name. It's this little kid.
Yeah.
Who plays hockey, ice hockey. He's like 5. And his dad mics him up. What's it called? It's like...
I don't know this.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
Mic'd up.
Mic'd up little kid?
Mic'd up.
Is he cussing and stuff on the ice?
Yeah, sometimes. But he's just like... yeah, his name's like... It's like Mic'd Up Mason. And he's just like... I watched, like, they just made a new one, so I watched it the other day, and literally the only time at, like, my current young age that it's not like I know I'm gonna want kids, but it's like I would want to be 35 and have a child if he was this 5-year-old kid. Like, he's just, like, kid, like, it's literally one of the rarest times where I've been like, kids can be really freaking funny without trying, because normally they suck. But
yeah, the kids are a bummer. So.
Yeah, but what I realized yesterday when I had the thought was that like this kid Mason, Mic'd Up Mason, he's like the golden child. Like he's one of a kind. Like this guy, Coach Jeremy, that's his dad who runs the YouTube account. He was gifted the greatest kid, but my kid was gonna fucking suck.
It's a 1 in a million chance.
Were you? I feel like you were like
what?
A good child.
What are you asking me?
Like, for me personally, like, I know my kid is going to suck. I know me as a child.
You sucked? Is that why?
Yeah, it took me, thinking back on my whole life. And, like, if I was raising myself, in hindsight now as, like, an adult.
You'd probably take
I really wouldn't enjoy raising Aiden Wall until, like, I became... Like I would like because like the other thing is like stuff that I was doing when I was in 8th grade, even though it wasn't like a problem, I was just like like looking back is like why was I like doing that fucking shit? Like it's like cringy, you know? Yeah. So it's like what like I don't know, if I had to raise myself, it's like I really feel like I wouldn't enjoy it until like I became like 16, 17.
Guess, but here's the thing, here's where I'm gonna stop you. Because what you don't have is a parent's love for yourself.
That's true.
Genuinely, just like like most parents, they enjoy their children. That's they bring them joy, just like watching them like dick around and fall over. I'm not a narcissist myself, but I dabble in the arts of narcissism.
Yeah,
I could probably raise myself, and I'd probably thoroughly enjoy it.
I don't know. Like, I'm pretty proud of everything I've done, but like I just like look at what got me to that point, And I just think like I would hate to like deal with that from a third party.
Yeah. How much have you stolen?
I haven't stolen.
As a child, have you ever stolen from your parents that much?
No, I have a really guilty conscience, and I like I need to justify my decisions like morally for everything pretty much. And so for example, like when we had our senior trip to Disney World, like Disney World fucking sucks and it's super expensive.
All right, well,
and so like every breakfast I pretty much like it's not like I just pretty much walked out past the register, and I would have paid if anyone stopped me, but it was like $20 for like a Mickey pancake.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this, it's super expensive. And I felt justified. I still stand by that because fuck. What, dude? You don't give me that look like you weren't on the same boat.
I'm not giving any look. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, morality. Blah, blah, blah.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like morally, like I need to justify within like what my moral compass is. Not saying it's like the moral compass. I'm just saying it's like I have a range where I'm like I can't do something if like I feel like it's not right, whether it is or isn't or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I need to justify it. And so like as a kid, especially, I had like a super guilty conscience. Like I couldn't do anything without feeling hella justified for it. And then at the same time, I always was so scared of getting caught about shit I was doing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I was always just really worried that I was going to get caught fucking like whatever it was bad. So like I really never really lied to my parents. And that's what would piss me off when they would accuse me of lying was like I spent so much time not lying to them that I would just feel like,
it's my one lie.
yeah, but I wouldn't even be lying. Like they'd be like, "Yeah, you're clearly lying," and I'm like, "Dude, I never lie because I'd fritz out if I lied."
Yeah, well, I guess you just gotta, from a young age, you just gotta explain to a kid what happens when you get caught. Like,
no, I think what I've really
hand get cut off, or
I don't know. I think like people, I think what I've realized recently, really been thinking about is that people just like, I feel like you can't. Like sometimes you can show people like things that they like might need to know or that you would want them to know, but like dude, people just don't change. Like they just gotta everyone just gotta figure themselves out, and like you really have no hand in that. Like so many people try to convince other people of shit.
Yeah, but they try to convince each other at the age where you're like, I'm not gonna change. Like
yeah, that's
true.
True.
When you're an adult and when you're arguing about whatever politics on Facebook, at that point it's like you're just looking at output. You're not trying to get.
Yeah.
But that's when kids are the future. That's when we're going to take all the kids and all these kids who, like Bernie.
What about Bernie?
Yeah. I heard a lot kids like him now. So.
Oh, like us?
Yeah.
Oh, like us kids, like 19-year-olds, 20?
No.
Like
well,
children? Like
children enjoy.
Why?
Well.
Is that like a thing?
Yeah, they like showed all the kids like each presidential candidate. Joe Biden, I heard, not liked.
I like Bernie. I think that's who I'm gonna vote for.
No, I'm talking.
But I don't know why.
I really seem to be confusing you. Kids, as in like little kids.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah. So stop telling me what you feel. We're talking about little kids do not like Joe Biden, and for right reason. He's
That's kind of funny though. Like
what?
Just that like kids can be like right about like a majority like if you're doing a test and like the majority of kids just don't like Joe Biden. Just like he emits so much like unlikable energy. It's not even about his like policies.
No.
It's clearly like from any point in your life, you just don't. He's an unlikable person.
Well, what are your policies, Joe? Let's bring on our first guest.
Well, wait. Should we bring on our first guest now?
Oh, our first guest is not Joe Biden. Though.
Exactly. Well, that's one problem. People would have been set up. But two, do you want to keep going over some of these news things first, or do you want to bring on our first guest?
Yeah, sure. I didn't even realize that was your news thing.
Well, it's stemmed. That was one of them. Remember the music thing?
Yeah, we stemmed.
But I screenshot this. I especially want to talk about this one because everything else is just hella coronavirus based, and I don't really need to go over all of them. But there was a headline I saw. Someone posted the headline. It was from a magazine. Is it real? It said Selena Gomez liked and then unliked 2 Justin Bieber photos on Instagram.
Okay, so let's break this down. So obviously at one point, she was in the bag. She's feeling a little bit down. Nah, never mind. I don't want to do this.
Oh, God. Can you, like, what, how do you...
I don't know.
How do you feel... That's what I want to know about, like, these types of websites. Is, like, how do you feel... Like, that sentence, it says everything. It's clearly not news, but they made it news. But I feel like everything has been that could have been informationalized was informationalized in the headline. How do you get people to read? Like, what do you write about? How do you get?
It's just because
minimum 2 paragraphs.
You just can't. It's just not journalism to put out a headline, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess at that point, that's just a fact, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Have you read the article?
No, I didn't read it.
Oh, okay. So you're a piece of shit.
No, I didn't. I just I was on Reddit, so it wasn't like a link. I could read it.
Every interesting article I find on Reddit.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that was the thing.
I try to read it.
Did you have any
what
news things you want to talk about before we bring on our first guest?
I really no, because
you didn't do any research. We both sat here and did extensive research for hours and hours.
Well, I just thought you were playing on your phone because that's what I was gonna do. But I did find an interesting thing, regardless. For the 30-year anniversary of the live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, the director's thinking of a re-release in theaters. All the movies. That sounds awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
So I've got something very interesting.
Okay.
That I wanted to tell you. I wanted to wait till person, and I forgot until right now. So it's good that I'm doing it while we're on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I recently watched the other night, the 4K version of the Take On Me music video, which, by the way, will probably, I think, in my opinion, like the greatest music video of all time.
It is beautiful.
It is an amazing and a super creative music video, and I was just thinking that the whole time, like, wow, this is awesome. But here's what I'm getting to. What?
No,
do you know this?
Yeah, just go.
No. I like this isn't what I sent you through text, but I did. I sent Sean. It's a Family Guy joke.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. She's like, take a milk from the back, and then Chris like goes, and it's the hand from the Take On Me video, and it pulls him in, and then it's 40 seconds of him in the Take On Me music video.
And
it's just a bizarre joke. I can't believe.
It's so funny.
It's so funny though, but it's so extra and like not like necessary and not. It's not like super like it's not like it's not like something that was like really garnered being there like in the episode, like it was like take one from the back. But what I wanted to tell you, Sean, is that the director of that music video is the director of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Are you goddamn serious?
I'm being dead serious. Found that out last night.
A lot of his directorial choices make sense now.
Yeah, like what?
Like the turtles and how he chose to portray the turtles and whatnot.
But yeah, so the two of probably the greatest.
Two of the greatest in their mediums.
Plots. That music video is a plot.
Yeah, like, it's a story.
She goes, remember, because then she has to like, she unfolds it at the end after getting out at the restaurant, and then he's in the room like hitting the wall, and then he comes to life, and then she like smiles, and then that's the end.
Yeah.
But oh wait, now I have the article. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber have both very much moved on since March 2018.
All right.
That doesn't mean the Biebs has completely left Gomez's mind. Selena Gomez fan account, the Selena Rundown, noticed that Gomez liked and then unliked 2 Justin Bieber photos today on Instagram, including one of them together in 2018. Gomez swiftly unliked the first, a shirtless photo of Justin Bieber. The Selena Rundown took a screenshot, so the receipt remains.
No.
Even though her like has been removed.
That's just proof everything is permanent on the internet.
This is what Bieber's tattoos look. Wow. Gomez's like remained on the shot of them together on vacation for a little longer.
Okay.
But by 8:45 p.m. it was gone.
That figures.
Can you how is this news because it's not news, but how does this get attention? How does someone notice something like this?
It's a Selena Gomez fan account.
It's sad. It's sad.
Selena Gomez fan account.
It's sad that someone like Selena Gomez, who isn't like, obviously she's an A-lister celebrity who has had a very successful career, but as far as like recently anything like that, I can't really think of her doing anything like major. Like she's not Ariana Grande. Her music hasn't really like been that successful. Like she was in Hotel Transylvania, but she's not someone you see all the time on headlines and stuff like that.
Unless you watch.
She's not like tier A-list. Like Eminem is like tier A-list. Like I can't imagine him being able to do anything private ever. But like I feel like Selena Gomez, she's not like tier A-list.
I don't think she would get recognized in public.
Well, yeah, sure, but she's not like like the fact that like even someone like that who's not like top 10, like she's not Beyonce, but she's still relevant enough for that to be a thing that her fans notice. Like,
yeah, I guess
it's sad. Like, why are people that into Selena Gomez? Who cares whether she like how?
I don't know. I just that's a realm apart from ours.
Yeah.
Everything that's important to you is not important to anybody else, and you just gotta accept that there's a lot of things in your life that.
Well, you know what's important to me, Sean. You know, we film in New York City normally. Right now, we're actually, in case anyone wants to know, genuinely, we are filming in our cameraman Dave's parents' garage.
Yes.
So we've really stepped down from our studio in Chelsea, Manhattan.
Well, don't tell Dave's parents they paid for that house.
But so that's what we've been doing now. We are not returning to Manhattan anytime soon. Because
yes,
it's horrible.
Not until they meet our demands.
Which is to stop being a huge risk factor for our safety and lives and the safety of the people who live around us.
Yeah, we were thinking that before this coronavirus stuff even happened.
But anyway, we figured we would get on someone who's very much associated with New York City.
I would say
the governor of
the eye of the storm.
Yeah, New York, Andrew Cuomo, Governor Cuomo.
Okay.
Welcome. He's walking in now.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
It's great to have you on. You're actually the first guest of our podcast, so this is going to be pretty interesting.
Very nice.
It is very nice, yeah.
Yes. Thanks for being here again, Governor. Let's ask you the first question. We have a few questions for you.
Yeah. So the first question.
Ask me the question.
Well, the first question is, the coronavirus started, and it was the most. Sorry, I don't know what my wording is, but
yes, I have this effect on people.
You're just making me uncomfortable, mostly.
The presence of a king.
Well, it's just because of the way you're staring at me is why I'm so uncomfortable.
I'm looking you upside down and inside out.
I know, like it's just making me feel weird. But if I turn away, I feel a lot better.
Let's just get a grip.
Yeah, no. So what I was trying to say was that Washington was at one point had the most cases of the coronavirus. Since then, New York has skyrocketed. 53,000 cases in New York state, while New Jersey, which is the second most affected state, has 5,000 at the time of recording this.
5,000, yeah.
How do you feel about that exactly?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts on it?
No. 150 or more cases. That's how many cases we have. 150 or more.
That's just not true. Oh, or more. Well, yeah, it is, but it's more.
It's way more.
It's significantly more.
No, when we write it down on paper, 150 or more.
Sure, but...
As the governor, I cannot allow 151.
Or what?
152.
You can. It is.
Are you saying I can? Are you saying I should allow more people to be infected?
No, I'm saying you currently are.
Yeah, New York is going
to shit. Yeah. It fucking sucks.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think it has. My house is fine.
All right. So I guess then I want to know.
Granted, my house is in Connecticut.
Yeah, so I wanted to. Well, Connecticut's not that good either. But
yeah, I don't even know. What is that, Midwest? Yeah, it's probably on the West Coast.
It's near New York. What? Connecticut?
Yeah, right above Oregon.
No. Are you being serious?
No.
Okay, good. Do you know where Connecticut is, Sean?
I do know where Connecticut is.
All right. I can't tell. I can't separate the distinction sometimes doing the podcast. Because on the show...
Okay, fine. Can we just go to that? It's embarrassing. Can we just go to the next question?
What's embarrassing?
No, it's embarrassing.
He didn't know where Connecticut was.
I know where Connecticut is.
I don't know where
it's embarrassing to talk about it for so long.
Well, real quick, I just want to say my geography is really bad. I know, like New York State, like Massachusetts. I pretty much know the East Coast. I've got it down decently, and then I know California where it is, and I know where Texas is. And I kid you not, from there on, I don't know much. I recently learned that Oregon is above California.
Hawaii.
And I know Hawaii on the map is usually like near California, but apparently it's not really that
it's
close.
It's off the coast of Mexico. That's what we know.
I didn't know that Alaska was in like Russia for the longest time, but I'm really bad at geography. Yeah, I don't know if that interests you at all, Governor.
Oh, sorry.
What?
No, I was just gonna say that my geography is probably worse than yours because I only know igneous and sedimentary.
What?
It's geology.
I mostly just know, like, I know it better when it's Pangea. I'm usually pretty bad at geography when we're not in a state of Pangea. So ask me next time we're in Pangea. I'll kill it. What?
I've never learned the world. I've never cared for it. Only thing I need is New York City.
What about, there's a lot more. The New York State is huge.
Fine, and Yonkers.
Okay, why Yonkers?
Yes. Yonk.
What is that? All right, so my next question.
It's what we say in the palace.
Sean and I were wondering is that what measures are you taking to make sure that the coronavirus doesn't spread any further outside of New York from New Yorkers or just in New York in general? How are you going to flatten the curve?
Yes. I couldn't think of an answer.
Really?
There are no measures to protect any one person. Just my 4 golden palace walls protecting 6 of my family members.
How nice do you live? Sorry, this wasn't a question we had written down, but you keep talking as if you have some sort of castle.
Yes, no, it's a palace.
Do you have like a drawbridge type of situation? Yeah, like with a river, like the drawbridge goes down and he comes in, like a knight, like allows him to come in.
I don't think that would be able to be.
Answer the question, Cuomo.
He's right. I have a drawbridge.
See, Sean?
And I have drawbridge underwear.
See, Sean?
I'll release my dragon for you.
Sean, I got the question right twice.
I don't care.
How's that make you feel, dude?
Stupid.
I know. I'm 3 for 3 now because I also knew more about geography.
Yes,
and you didn't even know about Connecticut.
150 or more for 150 or more.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to move on because I don't want to get into that with you again. So how long do you think New York is going to stay in this state of shutdown? How long do you plan, or what are you thinking now will be how long it is? Obviously, we don't know the real answer yet.
Well, no. How long do you think?
I have no. That's why that's literally why we asked you.
Yes. So why would you ask me? Why would I have any more idea than you?
Because you're the governor of New York, and you're supposed to have a better idea.
Silly boy. I'm the
part of
governor.
Your job. Yeah.
Yes, I can't just worry about one place. I have to worry about all of New York.
That's what I'm asking you. New York specifically.
Wait, are you talking about New York City or New York?
New York State. New York City is following New York State's guidelines, so everywhere.
Oh.
He's the governor, so he governs the whole state.
Yeah, so what are you asking him?
How long does he think that they're going to stay in this shutdown? Places are not open in New York right now. There's a hella curfew. People can't work.
I heard you the first time.
Yeah, I was talking to Sean.
Sorry, I didn't hear him. It's okay.
If you have any time frame, April, May.
Have you ever tried to spray an ant with Raid? How long does it take to struggle and wriggle and die?
Seconds.
Yes. So, how much smaller is an ant to a man? I'd say about...
You can answer this one, Sean.
1,000 times, I say. Yes, 1,000 times 1 second.
Okay, so 1,000 seconds.
Yes, multiplied by everybody who has this virus.
So 1,000 times 53. But this is all in seconds, right?
No, it's in days.
So it's 1,000 times 53,000.
That's like...
It's 53, million days?
We're gonna be doing this for 53 million days.
That's what he claims.
Shit, man.
That is 145,000 years.
Only I will be here to see the end of it.
Okay. So, what are you going to do up until that time? Or maybe it'll happen sooner, like things will return normal sooner. But in case you're...
No, it won't.
So what are people, New Yorkers, supposed to do? Everyone's out of work. Most people are. Businesses are not making money. So the economy is kind of at a halt. How are people going to pay rent? How are people going to buy food, pay their bills, if this is going to last longer than a couple weeks?
If we just stop paying,
yeah,
it'll be fine.
No, it won't. People can't pay rent.
Yes, no, just don't pay rent.
Then they're going to get evicted.
Yes, what is that?
It's when you get kicked out of your home or apartment or whatever.
Yes, I would never get kicked out of my own palace.
So what about people that don't have a palace?
You mean the ants? Just wait a few seconds.
Oh my God. All right. I'm talking about like the citizens of New York.
Yes, just watch them wriggle and die from the top of your observatory.
Yeah. So Donald Trump earlier today actually said that he was thinking about putting New York City as well as Connecticut and New Jersey under quarantine, basically closing off access for the rest of the country, really putting it in like a state of shutdown even further than we already are.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? What would you do if he actually issued you to enforce that?
I've been in this situation before. Have you ever heard of Martin Luther?
The Martin Luther King Jr. or Martin Luther
No,
from history, like
Martin Luther.
from the Catholicism?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, Sean, can you give a brief explanation for the viewers at home in case people aren't aware?
So
I barely remember.
The
churches wanted people to pay money for no reason.
Yes.
And he basically was like, hey guys,
like,
you shouldn't have to pay for the church.
Oh, because they were saying like, hey, if you pay, you'll get into heaven.
And then he was like, that's not how heaven works.
Yeah.
And he put something out, like the something thesis or
It's like
95 or something.
90, something.
And whatever people, it was like the most translated book or like work.
And the Bible's the most translated.
Well, at the time, like it was like spread, like when it was hard to like
that's because he
translate and like spread information, it was super spread around.
Yeah.
It was like the 95 thesis or something.
It was a print and press, man. Maybe
it was like
they printed it and pressed it and sent it to everybody.
But anyway, that's what it is. So what are you talking about, Cuomo?
Yes. Well, when I put up my theses. And I told the Pope, no, I would try a similar thing with the Pope of the United States.
Yeah, all right. So you'd say no to Donald Trump.
No. A baby could come up with that.
What a peculiar way to word something like that.
Well, he's right. A baby could probably come up with that.
So, my next question, what would you normally be doing right now if this pandemic wasn't happening? What?
You seem to have made him mad.
Yeah, he looks angry.
What would I be doing?
Yeah.
Governing. What else would I have to do? I don't sit around on my arse all day long and play fiddle and poker and other nonsense games.
Yeah. So what kind of governing? What does that mean?
Governing. I would govern the roads.
How so?
A traffic cop.
All right. I don't feel like extending this any further. Do you have any last words on or Sean? Do you?
Let's hear him out.
What does that mean? Okay. I think it would just be him
I'm not
trafficking people and cars.
Yeah, he's governing the roads.
So what do we need to hear him out for, Sean?
I just feel like it's unfair to cut a man off like that.
All right, what else could he add to this?
Nothing. That was it.
I figured it was the end.
Yeah, no, that is all I have for my plan. As soon as I get my governor job back, I'll reinstate my position as head.
No, you're still the governor. What do you think you're doing? What are you calling yourself right now?
What do you mean?
You're still the governor of New York.
Ooh, Ooh, no. I'm not the governor of New York right now. I'm the governor of PJs.
That wasn't very funny.
Yeah. Well, PJs as in pajamas, I think.
I thought he meant PJ Williams, the wing place.
No. Why would he mean that?
Because he was eating a lot of wings. Well, wait, Cuomo, did you mean PJs like pajamas or PJs like the wing place that's currently closed?
I'm sorry, boys. I meant PJ Williams.
The wing place.
The wing place. I'm the king.
He likes wings, Sean. I knew it made more sense.
No, Aiden. I think you're wrong. I think he might like PJ Williams, but I don't think he likes wings.
What do you get from there? Because it's mostly known for their wings.
Oh, I'm deciding another argument between two boys, Aiden and Sean. Yes, I do not like wings. I get the cucumber sliders.
So, do you have any plans to run for office in the future?
No, I drive to the office.
All right. Yeah, that answers the question. It answers your version of the question. It answers our version of the question. Because no.
I like this
yeah?
guy.
You guys have a bond? What are you thinking about Sean, Governor Cuomo?
No go.
Sean, I don't think he likes you.
Reminds me of a Martin Luther I didn't like.
How?
Martin Luther King Jr.?
One, how? Two, why didn't you like that Martin Luther?
He was too peaceful.
Yeah.
When you want to make a change, you got to make a big change.
Well, he did make a change.
Arguably the greatest change in this nation's history.
And it's also arguably was only completed through peace. Thanks to him. Had he been violent, none of that would have happened.
Yeah, well, maybe though.
Really? Because like peaceful protest was like the main thing.
Yeah, our country doesn't peacefully protest anymore.
I'm talking about specifically what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I'm completely for all that stuff. Oh,
what stuff, Sean?
what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, no, all that. No, I really can't. Are you
for?
I'm for Martin Luther King Jr.
You're for Martin Luther King Jr.
I'm for Martin Luther. I'm for the current Pope.
Governor Cuomo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any safety tips for struggling families during this pandemic?
I've noticed the usage of cloth masks.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
What?
Do not wear them.
Why?
Chainmail is only required.
Are you sure you want to say that, like, on a quotable record?
Here's a quote on record. You can post it to the post. Carry mace.
Why?
Just in case.
Is it going to be... Why? Is it going to rhyme again?
Just in case.
In case what?
There's those of a dastardly race.
Jeez, like what?
What do you mean?
What kind of race? Wait, give me that look.
I think you've disgusted him with your...
Why? Like I should automatically know what race would be dastardly?
No races are dastardly. I think that's the answer.
Then what is he... Really? Was it...
I'm sorry that I'm just trying to, interpret for this man, our governor.
Yeah.
When you're automatically trying to assume...
Can he speak up?
All right, let me ask him.
Why do you have to ask him? Is he not speaking to me now?
Oh, he's turned away completely.
I know. Why?
He has your back. He has his back to you.
I know. I can see that.
Cuomo, what did you mean by dastardly race? I didn't mean what he thought I meant.
Well, then what did he...
Shh. Stop.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to yell at me. All right, what did you think? What do you mean? I meant race, as in race car, as in when people cut you off in traffic.
That's not what he meant.
You said you.
That's not what he meant. He's just backpedaling.
Leave him be. Let him finish. Tell us. I meant you should mace. You know, the big spiky mace.
No.
You should hit other cars when they cut you off in traffic.
You shouldn't do that, though.
Yes, no, but those dastardly racers. Oh, those speed racers.
Mm-hmm. You're just backpedaling.
All right, well, let's give Cuomo a little bit of time to calm down.
Yeah. All right, we'll give the audience a little bit of time to process that. We're going to be taking a short break, everybody, but when we are back, we're going to have Royce Gunham, not local.
Very not local.
Minor league baseball player. We're very pumped to have him on. So we'll see you guys in a second. Hey, everybody. Before we bring on the next guest and continue the podcast, we're just going to go over our sponsors for this week. So we don't have any. It's new. This podcast has had no success because it has not come out yet. So until we eventually get sponsors, we're just going to be making them up so you guys are used to it when they eventually come and there's no controversy.
Yeah, so preparing for the future.
So right now, these are just made-up sponsors, but we hope that they feel as real as they would. This week's episode of 1 Minute Talk Show was sponsored by Acne. Rub oil on your face, everybody. Get Acne.
Thanks, Acne. And this episode of 1 Minute Podcast is also brought to you by Kid Racks.
What is that, Sean?
Oh my God, I've got a bunch of kids, and they all got to dry off.
Where are we going to put those kids?
Kid Rack.
Oh my God, you've convinced me. I'm going to buy Kid Racks.
Eureka! All my kids are safely drying.
Dry. They were at one point soaking wet like a mop or a lagoon. Yet now they're as dry as a desert, yes. Or a tortilla chip,
or my wife.
They were at one point wet like my wife,
and now they're dry and tart and
like your wife.
Yes, like wow.
Anyway, that's not all. This episode of the Talk Show was sponsored by shirts. Buy new shirts, wear shirts, go outside and wear a shirt. Bare skin is the way of the past.
Yes, this episode of 1 Minute Talk Show is also brought to you by
Picture frames.
Picture frames.
You ever wonder where am I going to put my picture on the wall? How am I going to get on this wall and make it look nice?
Where should I put this freaking memory?
Picture frames.
Picture frame.
Anyway, we'll be back in 1 second with minor league baseball player Royce Gunham.
Thanks, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a guest on the show, Royce Gunham, minor league baseball player. Royce, how you doing?
Good, yeah.
Okay, Royce, what team do you play for?
You know, the team.
No.
Baseball.
Yes, what minor league baseball team do you play for? I know the answer already, but I want to hear it from your mouth.
Okay, I'm not Royce Gunham. I'm his little brother. Royce couldn't make it, so he sent me.
What?
Yeah.
We like talked to you an hour ago before we started and introduced ourselves. You've been answering to Royce like when we weren't recording. Why did you like?
I was too scared, nervous.
What was your plan? Were you gonna just do the whole podcast pretending to be him?
No, I hate lying. I just hate confrontation too.
So what exactly do you want us to do with this?
I don't know. Roy said that I gotta fix it for him. He had to get takeout.
From what?
He said your show wasn't important enough.
Wait, well, he plays minor league baseball.
Minor league baseball is actually super popular, says Royce.
All right,
It's not.
we'll roll with this. So, what's your name, kid?
Jeremy Gunham.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Okay, Jeremy. What team does your older brother play for?
I don't know. I hate baseball.
And you were gonna pretend to be him for the entirety of the interview?
I thought maybe God would come in and lend me a hand just this once. For once in my life. Maybe just once.
I've never seen anybody who's been down on their luck their whole entire lives pray to God for something to go right.
Well, I always have to have faith because I don't have anything else.
I feel like I've learned a lot about you, or at least your values, and with very little information given and very little conversation. I kind of just know exactly the type of person you are.
Yep,
Am I a good person?
Kind of leaning
Morally,
the wrong way. I in my book.
I haven't done my taxes in 3 years.
There we are. Okay.
okay.
So, Jeremy, why don't I ask you how you're handling the coronavirus?
I never go out anymore. I'm scared. The only reason I'm here today is because the only thing that scares me more than Corona is my big brother.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Weird.
You're very weird.
How old are you?
45.
How old is Royce to be playing baseball if he's your big brother?
He's only 28, but he scares me like a big brother would and treats me like so.
Are you actually his uncle or something?
Kinda. I'm what an uncle's brother would be.
An uncle's brother?
You his dad?
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to call myself that.
Hold on, 44 and 28.
45 and 9 months.
How old were you when you...
17 and 9 months.
That's old.
That's not that bizarre.
Oh.
17 and 9 months.
Yeah, that's not
almost 18 years old.
Hey, it's not that bad.
The problem is my wife is 88.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
When was she 88?
Now.
Oh, okay.
That's better. I don't think she would have been able to have a child if she was 88 then.
Yeah, so...
Granted,
you
what,
were
17
and she was...
She was 71. I'm surprised she was able to have a child at that age, yet alone a child who was athletic enough to... Well, it's only minor league baseball. Play baseball semi-professionally.
It's a feat nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy that there was no problems with the birth.
There was.
Like...
She wouldn't stop drinking or smoking.
Okay.
Did you ask her to stop, or?
I'm not on confrontation.
Yeah, we've established that. So you're a pussy. See, and you're not gonna fight me on that. You're just gonna...
Yeah, I think he's agreeing in his own way. At least not disagreeing.
Yeah, I think small, rodent animals have their own way of communicating. So if anybody out there can really vibe with Jeremy, write us in what you're thinking.
I'm sorry. I ruined your show.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Okay, you're actively ruining the show now, but you're doing okay earlier. So, can I ask you another question, Jeremy?
Yeah.
All right. So, how are you handling being at home with your family?
Well, it's not much. It's kind of just what happens normally.
Yeah.
I have a really big home, but I'm really only allowed to stay in the guest room.
Does it guest...
Royce doesn't let me roam.
So...
Is it your house or his?
Legally speaking, it's mine.
Yeah, so it's
But it's
not...
Royce's.
Why?
I should just be lucky that he lets me sleep in the guest room and not just on the streets.
I suppose.
Oh.
So, Jeremy, what is... Are you managing to stay fit? Do you and Royce ever throw the old baseball pigskin around?
I haven't seen Royce in 10 years.
But he... what?
He texted me
Oh, okay.
the address.
And what else did he say?
Briefly described the situation.
All right.
Can't make show. You go. I'm reading it off my Android device right now.
Wow. Can't go to show. You go.
I guess that's the shortest way to describe it.
Yeah, he's really good at that. He's a great son. I love him. I mean, no, he's my big brother. That's what I'm supposed to tell people.
Did you?
Because I'm embarrassing as a father.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
So, what's your go-to distraction at home? What do you do in your free time to get away from this fear and anxiety you feel?
Stare at stuff. Window, wall, ceiling.
In that order?
Yes.
For how much time on each?
Oh, life. Unless I have to go. I don't have a TV in my room.
So you will continuously rotate between ceiling, wall, until
Window,
you die?
wall, ceiling with breaks to blink
So
every 20 minutes
you blink every 20 minutes?
when I have to.
Oh, okay. So
I'm so nervous now I haven't blinked in an hour and a half.
I know, it's freaking me out.
That's why my eyes are so red and watery. I can't bring myself to do it.
I cannot bring myself to look at you either.
Yeah. I mean, in case anyone was wondering, Governor Cuomo is still here.
He's in the corner.
Well, he's in the corner. He walked away, but you weren't supposed to leave, Governor, if you want to come back and
If you want to...
meet
No.
what's his face?
No, he's shaking his head.
Jeremy.
He's
Yeah.
Oh, he's mouthing words.
Why not? He doesn't even know me.
He says, from this situation, I've learned everything about this man, and I hate him to the depths of my heart.
You're really good at reading lips, Sean.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
You're gonna what?
the microphone's covering your mouth. What'd you say?
Oh, wait. No. Hold on. You're really good at reading lips.
Yeah, thanks, I am.
Can you only read lips?
No,
Because I've known you for...
no, just as long as... No, I can read lips all the time, just as long as something's not obstructing the mouth area. So that's why this coronavirus is the worst for me.
Yeah.
No, don't agree with me.
Yeah. You and I are a lot alike.
No, you suck, and I'm
You and I are
awesome.
like brothers, like twin brothers.
Yeah, like
You and I are like identical twins. Like we look alike, and our personalities are the same.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it. You
No.
guys do look alike.
This man is 200 pounds heavier than me. He's also considerably older than me.
Not that much.
Yeah,
No, I think like almost
more than you and your son.
16, 17 years older than Sean. No, I'm sorry, 27 years older.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
For
I'm sorry. I'm so old and stupid.
Well, it's not something you can help, I guess. Well,
By God, I'll kill myself tonight.
What?
I'm gonna do it.
How long have you been saying this?
Yeah, you kind of sounds like a promise you make a lot.
I would have done it by now. But the bridge is so high, it's scary.
Yeah, find another method, my man.
Knives scare me. I can't have them in the house.
You seem like a person who's on a lot of medication.
No, I don't believe in doctors or therapists or psychiatrists.
Or, yeah, no, let me rephrase. You seem like a person who should be on a lot of medication that isn't, actually. So, yeah.
Well, he told us earlier he was a devout faith worshiper.
God is going to help me through these hard times.
Prayer is the only medicine.
Yeah, I've been praying right now.
What are you praying for?
Just to die.
Ooh. That hits hard, man.
Suicide is a sin, so I need to die some other way. Kill me, please. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Okay,
kill
okay.
me.
You want to get struck?
Let him finish.
Struck by...
No, let him finish.
Jesus.
Kill me. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one more.
Yeah, I only had one more left.
Yeah, wow. I'm such an asshole for not letting you finish the first time.
All right, Sean, don't be rude. We didn't know how much he had left.
No,
No.
please. I'm an asshole.
All right, Sean.
And I should just go away forever.
No, you're not. You're like me. We're good people.
No, you kind of...
What?
We're like the same, and I don't... If you're an asshole, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, no. You are an asshole. I'm not. Don't bring me... Don't try to comfort me and bring yourself up at the same time.
What do you...
I'm dry heaving.
Yeah, do it away from the microphone.
It happens when I get super nervous.
I can tell.
All right, everybody. Obviously, our second guest didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing about the podcast industry. Nothing goes as planned.
Nobody shows up.
Talk shows prosper either way.
Yeah.
So I think it's
yeah.
about a good time to end this one.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have a say. You wanted it to end. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
But I like the attention.
Yeah, you're the worst kind of fucked up. You're the fucked up that makes everybody watch.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning into our first episode.
We really appreciate it.
You don't need any more podcasts now. This is the only one worth watching. If you're thinking like, well, there's only one episode out, I want to watch other podcasts, just keep rewatching this one until next week.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, asshole.
Don't be so greedy.
God damn it.
There's only one for everybody. Everybody gets one, and that's it.
We'll see you next week on Podcast Minute Talk Show. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Sean.
And enjoy the rest of your night. Next week,
Yeah.
we will have Kendrick Lamar on the show. See you guys.
Bye.